From there on, I don't know where to start.
I'm not sure, but it may be the biggest fundraising event the peninsula's ever seen. And that's I'm not sure. Are you familiar with
Don't let that word big scare you. And that is the whole idea, people. It's the tale of 5 cities. And we're going to get all 5 cities involved. Get them all involved.
Parking. Parking is a huge area.
It's huge.
An absolutely huge area. Congestion. And how do you move the people?
Mm-hmm.
You know, is there, and again, not familiar with the Seaway, but have you done a layout of the Seaway as far as the parking areas are concerned?
I don't think we're really at that point, but what I can offer is that we have to kind of look at this as 1 mile at a time.
Yes, it is a lot of people, but you're only putting, 500 people in this particular area.
We're going to work on the $10. That's the money. Everything else, we're going to leave that alone. The corporate people giving their monies for those banners, for their advertising, that's going to take care of the expenses.
Nobody's going to say no. Not to something this big. Everybody's going to want to be on board. Nobody's going to want to get left out. And no business is going to not want to participate in this.
But I think we have to be very realistic with this, that this is not going to be 100% of that $10 going right to the charitable foundation that's going to benefit by it. There are going to be hard costs.
Frank, I am beyond inspired at this idea. And when you first came in, and I firmly believe go big or go home. But as I did say earlier, with a plan. My understanding was that perhaps things were moved, and maybe that was my misinterpretation of our conversation, but I thought it was much further ahead. And I thought there was a number of other players that would have been sitting at the table tonight. Not that we're not a lovely group, but we're all asking the same questions, which leads me to believe that we're not as far along as we should be. This idea, Frank, quite frankly, I think can be replicated across Canada if you do this right. And quite frankly, you need to start with a business plan. This is a business idea. This is a huge idea, Frank, that really, this could be your legacy, Frank. This could be your legacy. It truly could be. But not if it's done, we can't rush this. Just the dynamics of an event like this. And so my suggestion to you, Frank, is that, and because I've planned events for over 10 years now, you're a year and a half out. It is not this June, it is the following June, and you will have everything done. And this will be an event that my guess is you're going to have a manual for, Frank, and you can pass this along from city to city right across Canada.
What I wanted to accomplish tonight was getting all the people together to find out how we could get this thing to rock and roll, to really get going. And I had my eyes open, but I didn't realize what a big production it's going to turn into. It has to go next June.
Frank is primarily the most motivated person that I saw at the meeting, and I think he's got the right attitude. Before it really got into full swing, he had made a statement to the effect that it was going to happen.
Well, in the interview and at the first meeting, I found out I was just a rookie at this kind of stuff. And the pros told me I had to go back down the minors and work on a few things like my curveball and my fastball. It's going to be big, and I'm learning a lot as we progress.
I'm the realist in the family. I'm going, oh no, this isn't going to work. Oh no, this isn't going to. But now it's starting to become reality. I'm realizing it can work and it will work, and I'm becoming more positive.
I needed to know how passionate Frank was about this, honestly, before I got involved. And quite frankly, when Frank told me the story, it just, naturally, it would pull at anyone's heartstring. But for someone to carry on and want to leave a legacy, for a daughter that he lost 30 years ago is just, as far as I'm concerned, it was remarkable. So
it's not a run, it's not a walk. Anyone can be involved, from children to seniors, and the physically challenged, the disabled. They can also participate and be part of something and connect, the community, the region as a whole.
We are the Niagara region. Together, we're strong. And I think after this event, people will realize, yes, we can accomplish a lot if we just all stand together.